Right, we're going to hazard a guess that you've arrived at this video because you're in the market for one of Husqvarna's brand new street bikes. The, how do you pronounce these things? The Svartpilen and Vitpilen 701. We've got it on good authority that flat out is among the first to have both bikes at the same time, so we can go and give them a proper back-to-back test ride and let you know which one is best, or which one we think is best anyway. So this was the first of the new breed of Huskies to arrive. This is the Vitpilen 701, or Vitpilen, which means white arrow in Swedish. As you can see, it shares a lot with the KTM 690 Duke. There's also another Husqvarna 701 Supermoto bike that is essentially this. So you've got a 75 brake horsepower, massive single cylinder engine there powering it, and this nice trellis frame. But as you can see, they've completely dressed it up in kind of neo-futuristic cafe racer styling. And you either loved it or loathed it. I mean, I personally really like it. But a few people complained that the riding experience wasn't particularly comfortable. It's not very comfortable on the wrists. And especially for a big single like this around town, you know, you arrive at traffic lights and the thing starts chugging away as the revs dip. So I think in response to that, they went over to this here, the Svartpilen, which is a much more upright, scrambler, flat tracker style, urban, retro, modern, futuristic motorbike thing. And I have to say, the difference between the two is actually quite extreme, considering they share like much of the same componentry, same engine, everything. This bike feels like a very different bike to this to ride. Both these bikes cost £8,899, so which one you go for is going to really be down to personal tastes on the way it rides and the way it looks. So the key difference is quite clear. On the Vitpilen, you've got clip-on handlebars, you've got a much kind of shapelier tank into seat setup. It's a little bit lower as well, whereas on the Svartpilen you've got the high-rise bars. You've got a bit more travel on the front and rear suspension. Not that you'd really want to take it off-road, but just to kind of give it that look. You also get these chunky Pirelli tyres, which look kind of cool, but aren't actually my favourite on the road. They're not particularly sticky, so if you are doing a lot of road riding, you might want to swap those out. Whereas the Vitpilen gets these nice racy Bridgestones, which just make it kind of handle a little bit better. You also get adjustable levers on the Vitpilen as well. They're a bit shorter, it just kind of makes shifting feel a little bit slicker, but you've also got a quick shifter as well on both bikes. They both come as standard, so really the differences are going to be down to kind of personal styling tastes and whether you like this flat tracker style number plate, like I say, the chunkier tyres, or if you prefer that sleeker cafe racer look. So Elvis, mate, you've been helping me ride one or both of the Huskies today. What do you think? What's your favourite?
So naturally, I think that was more the sort of bike that I would normally ride. It's got a better position for me. That was fun. Felt like an off-road bike, but I definitely enjoyed that more.
So the Vitpilen.
Yeah.
So you prefer the clip-on bars and that cafe racer?
Yeah, and I just like the look of it. It feels more comfortable to me to ride.
I know these are press bikes and they've probably been abused by journalists in their short life, but I've noticed on the Svartpilen the kind of pillion seat, that really thin bit of foam has already got a big boot scuff across it. Yeah. Obviously where you swing your leg over, it's got a couple of scuffs, and I think once that's happened you're a bit stuffed really.
And something that I just was riding down the road and it sort of just suddenly hit me was I thought it actually felt like a proper vintage bike somehow, I suppose,
Oh,
because
okay.
it's a big single. It just felt quite vintagey, but very solid and like obviously a new bike, but it just had a bit of a vintage feel. I thought actually, if I was just riding it out on a Sunday, I would probably enjoy riding it all the time. If riding it every day, you get used to everything. But I think if you just got it out of the shed and went for a blast, I think I'd really enjoy riding it, and it just kind of has something about it that I quite liked. I don't really know what it was exactly, but it just felt slightly vintagey.
Yeah. And you really like the Vitpilen, but actually for me, I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
I prefer the Svartpilen just simply because it's designed to be that urban, classic, retro, cool thing. And I just found the riding position on the Svartpilen just much more geared up for town riding. You're a bit higher, you know, there's less stress on the wrists. Because it's so lightweight and flickable, riding that quickly, it does feel like you're riding a big BMX or a big mountain bike or something. It's just so nice to throw around. So yeah, for my money, it would be that for the riding, that for the looks. But yeah, Svartpilen just felt that little bit easier to manoeuvre for me.
Well, so if Husqvarna are watching, perfect. We'll take the bikes.
If we'll take both, we'll have one
We'll
each.
be quite happy.
Yeah.